have something to show you that I am really, really excited about. Inside this crinkly parcel here, I have not one but 2 bags of loose leaf tea, but not just any tea. This tea is our tea. It's the tea that we designed together as a community. And you might remember a few months back, I tasted a couple of teas from a company called Wolfdor. Wolfdor makes loose leaf teas that are inspired by fantasy, pop culture, stories, and settings like, Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, these kinds of things. And in that video, I mentioned that Wolfdor had given us the opportunity, they offered to us the opportunity to design our own tea as a community, from start to finish, including the flavor and the bag, the flavor text on the back of the label and all that. And so you guys replied or responded in the comments and such that you were excited about this idea, and so we went ahead with it. And so I would like to extend a huge thank you to everybody who participated in the process. This really was a community effort. Everybody, of course, on YouTube here, but also on Twitch, where we talked about it extensively, and especially on Discord, where we workshopped some flavor ideas and the names, and some, flavor text for the label, and all kinds of things. Everyone really brought out some amazing suggestions, and we eventually, through a series of votes, arrived at what I'm about to show you in the bag here today. And of course, an extra special thanks to Wolfdor as well for suggesting this in the first place, giving us this opportunity. As a fan of good tea, I'm very, very excited to try this out, and it's been a really fun process. So, this is the parcel that arrived in the mail from Wolfdor. So let's pull out the first bag. So, the reason there are 2 bags is because there were 2 names for the tea, which were both very highly rated, highly voted for by you guys, both on Twitch and here in the YouTube community. And so Wolfdor suggested, well, why don't we just do both? So there will be 1 type of tea available, but 2 different labels, and you can pick your favorite if you go and order it from Wolfdor's website. And I should point out right now that this, if you're watching this video, this tea is now available for order on Wolfdor's website, wolfdor.com, WOLFDOR.com. You can go order this tea there, and you'll have your choice of which label you would like. Alright, and I'll stop teasing. This is the first one. This is the essence of Elsewhere. So these are, of course, Elder Scrolls-inspired teas. That was the idea that was originally suggested, because we wanted something that was going to be reflective of what I do here on the channel and the kind of content that many of you enjoy. And also what I do on Twitch, which involves a lot of Skyrim, as many of you who come out to the Twitch streams know well. So, the essence of Elsewhere, and for those of you who are not Elder Scrolls fans, Elsewhere is the homeland of the Khajiit, the cat people in the Elder Scrolls universe. And now, before you go run down and make a comment, in this version of the label, Elsewhere is actually misspelled. For those of you lore nerds who are about to go complain, and were aware of that, this was accidentally sent to me by Wolfdor. It was an early version, a beta version of the label, if you will, but they have since corrected it, so I am showing you a misspelled Elsewhere, but it is spelled correctly on the shipping versions of the label, so don't worry about that. But you can see here it says Wolfdor up top, essence of Elsewhere, right there. And down below that it says a Khajiit trading caravan exclusive. Hopefully you can see that. And then it's got these two kind of rapier looking swords. Sabers, I guess they are. They're sabers. And then below here it says Tamriel collection. Handcrafted tea. 50 grams, which is about 20 tablespoons, which is enough for 20 cups of tea. I love the way Wolfdor does this kind of burnt edge look. Makes it look like an aged parchment on this kind of textured paper. It looks really nice, and I imagine this has to be done by hand. So this is hand-blended, hand-crafted tea. Every bag's going to be a little different. The label's going to be a little bit different. I like the little burlap bags they come in. Okay, and on the back, I'll show it to you first. This is the back. I don't know if you can read it very well. The print's a little bit small for the camera, maybe, but I will read it to you. It has a picture of a Khajiit up top. I'm wondering if it might be Inigo. Inigo's the intrepid companion that we play with in our streams on Twitch. I can't quite tell. He's very small. I want to believe he's Inigo. Yeah, so the text on the back is something that I wrote for this flavor, and I ran it past you guys on the Discord, and everyone seemed to like it, so it's been left largely unchanged. I'll read it to you now. It says, "Find respite from chilly Skyrim winters with this warm blend of exotic flavors. Sweet vanilla rooibos mingles with bright citrus and fragrant cinnamon to soothe mind and soul. Perfect for mellow mornings, afternoon catnaps, or evening repose. This aromatic tea is sure to evoke halcyon dreams of elsewhere. May you walk on warm sands, friend." collaboration, right here, made in collaboration with the ASMR nerd. Hey, that's me, you guys. And really, it should say made in collaboration with the ASMR nerd and community, because like I said, this was a community effort. All of these names were suggested by you guys, by viewers, and you voted on the top 2 names, which ultimately are getting turned into teas here. And we also voted on the flavor together in the Discord, although that was less of a vote, more of a general consensus. And the flavor, in case you're wondering, because I have not explicitly stated it yet. It says here, ingredients: rooibos tea, vanilla, cinnamon, and dehydrated orange peel. So we wanted something that was both mellow and decaffeinated, because if you're going to be sipping this tea while watching ASMR videos like wandering in Skyrim, you certainly don't want to be hopped up on caffeine. So we wanted something mellow, non-caffeinated, which the rooibos fits very well. Rooibos tea is from the rooibos bush, which is native to South Africa, I believe. And it's got these reddish-brown leaves that make a very pleasant, mellow tea that's sort of been described as nutty, like nutty and earthy. I don't know if those are the words I would use to describe it, but it's very pleasant, mellow, certainly. Then vanilla, natural vanilla flavors. Everything in this tea is natural, naturally sourced, no synthetic flavors or anything. Vanilla, because we wanted a hint of sweetness and a sweet scent. Cinnamon, because we wanted something warm and cozy, which cinnamon absolutely is. And orange peel, because we wanted something that was also a bit bright, that gave it a slight brightness to it, kind of like ASMR tingles, you know, a certain kind of zest to it. So that's the orange peel. That is what we agreed upon for this tea. And that is what you will find if you are to order the essence of Elsewhere, correctly spelled, from Wolfdor's website. And I just noticed on the side here, so Wolfdor's social media info, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And then it says down here, check out the ASMR nerd on YouTube. And the ASMR nerd as well. That's really cute. I appreciate that they included that on there. So, that is the first label for our tea. I'm going to show you the second one, and then I'm going to taste our tea. And I think I'm the first person outside of Wolfdor to try it. And we'll see how it is. Alright, let's take a look at the second package. Okay, so the second label that I have for you here is something very special indeed. This is a name, and I wish I could remember who came up with this name. I'm so sorry, because I know it was one of you. I think it was originally suggested on Twitch, and then resuggested on Discord. And I know it was a front runner, a favorite of many people for quite a while there, but I cannot remember who it was. It might have been Draconis, but I can't remember, and I do apologize. I'll try and track down who it was and post credit down in the video description if I can figure it out. But it was a kind of, I remember a bunch of people talking about it because they really liked it. Anyway, the LusTEA Argonian is what this label reads. The LusTEA Argonian Maiden is a book found in the Elder Scrolls universe, written by one Crassius Curio, and it's actually a play. It's an act from a play that is rather laden with innuendo about a young Argonian maiden polishing a spear, we'll say. So, anyway, it's kind of a fan favorite because it's so ridiculous and slightly lewd. And there's actually a couple of other parts that can be found in other games, like in Skyrim. There's a part 2 and a part 3, I believe, that are different acts of this rather lewd play, rather suggestive play, featuring the lusty Argonian maiden. But anyway, the pun, of course, is the LusTEA Argonian. I'm sure by explaining it, I'm killing it, but just in case you missed that, the D part. Anyway, we have this rather sultry-looking silhouette of an Argonian on the frontier, an Argonian maid. And below that, below the title, it reads handcrafted in black marsh. And below that, look at that, it says, hopefully you can see there, if I get it nice and close you can see, the ASMR Nerd collection. So perhaps this is the first in a collection of teas. I don't know yet. We haven't talked about it, but I think it's mostly for the novelty that we put that there. That was Wolfdor's prerogative. Handcrafted tea. 50 grams. So we have this lusty Argonian made on the front, and on the back of this one, I did not write this flavor text. This was written by Wolfdor. I left it in their hands, mostly because I just didn't have time to write this one. I sort of ran out of time, but they've done a pretty great job writing some lore for it. I will read it to you. I'll show it to you. And then I'll read it here. It says, this blend of rooibos root, orange peel, and cinnamon captures the lusty persona of the poor Argonian maid of Skyrim, infamous for her promiscuous activities. The traveling maid would be turned down from inns and taverns to be left out in the cold. That's a tragic tale, to be sure. Hence, this brew was a staple on Skyrim's brisk winter nights. So I guess the idea, the implication is this is the lusty Argonian maid's own brew, which she would brew to warm herself up when she didn't have another body, another person to keep her warm at night. And then it says below that, again, made in collaboration with the ASMR Nerd. Ingredients, of course, rooibos tea, vanilla, cinnamon, and dehydrated orange peel. Handcrafted in Whitby, Ontario, Canada, which is where Wolfdor is located, where they are headquartered. So, there it is. Now, if I'm being completely honest here, one of these actually has our tea in it. The other has another tea that Wolfdor sent me to try out, just because I didn't need two of the same bags of tea. But so this one here, actually, currently my bag contains a Moroccan mint flavor, which is, I believe, sold as the long bottom leaf on Wolfdor's website, inspired by the Lord of the Rings, of course. And this one, the LusTEA Argonian, contains our vanilla rooibos cinnamon orange tea. But if you were to order this off Wolfdor's website, either label, it will come with our tea, the vanilla rooibos orange cinnamon. So I'm actually going to save the long bottom leaf, the Moroccan mint green tea, my stream this Sunday. So we'll put that aside for now. But the LusTEA Argonian bag, which contains our custom blend, I'm going to open it up right now and we will try it out. It does make nice sounds, doesn't it? The crinkly sounds of the label. And the rough sounds of the burlap. So, as before, the tea is packaged in plastic. It's sealed, of course, just like last time. Last time I tried Wolfdor's skooma flavor of tea, which was a peach tea. It was quite nice. And also their essence of Yennefer, a Witcher-inspired tea, which was really, really good. I liked that one a lot. That was a bergamot tea with, what else was in it? Lavender, I believe. And something else. It's not coming to mind right now, but it was very tasty. So you can probably see, I can smell it. It smells very sweet. Quite sweet. But you can see the rooibos tea and all the pieces of dehydrated orange peel. And actually you can see the cinnamon is kind of settled to the bottom, but there's a bunch of cinnamon in there. And like I said, it uses natural vanilla extract. So, no synthetic chemicals in here. Let's give it a little shake just to sort of remix it. It's clearly settled a little bit, or separated out a bit in transit, because all the orange peel's up near the top and then all the cinnamon's at the bottom. It's looking a little bit better mixed. So now let's trim the top off here. Get a proper whiff of it. Oh yes, now I can really smell it. You can smell the cinnamon now. Before I was just getting a bit of the vanilla, but this is, it's got a very strong aroma. It's still very sweet. It's mostly the vanilla and the rooibos that I'm smelling. The rooibos has a distinctive, slightly spicy-ish smell. It's hard to describe, but it's good. rusty Hearthstone mug. One of my favorites. Such a good shape, such a good size. It was cheap too. I think I've mentioned this before, but I got it on sale on the Blizzard store for like, I think it was $4 or something. And of course, I've got a tea ball, an infuser, if you will, or diffuser. I always forget. It's an infuser. I think you're infusing the water by diffusing the tea. Anyway, so we will pop that open. And I've got a teaspoon here. I've got some, like a volumetric, like a measuring spoon, but I just thought it would be easier to fit the tea into the tea bowl with it. Okay, let's make sure we get some really representative scoops here. We'll do 2 teaspoons because this is a 16-ounce cup, which is technically two volumetric cups. But I'll give you an up-close shot of the tea here. Make a little mess while I'm at it. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably more than anything, you're just hearing the little bits fall. Okay, let's put that in. We got a nice big chunk of orange peel there. One more scoop. There we are. I'm making a mess. Tea in there. Into the mug. I'll try and clean up my mess slightly. There, now you don't have to look at it anyway. And of course, we'll pour the water all over it. And it looks like the mesh on my infuser is maybe a little bit coarse because the rooibos tea is a very fine leafed tea. So I've got a couple little bits floating around in there, but it's not too bad. And it's already turning this lovely, deep, coppery brown color. So we'll let that steep for about 5 minutes. And then we'll try it out. Back in a minute. Alright. It's been about 5 minutes. I know I said back in a minute, but I really meant 5. It's been about 5 minutes, which is how long you want to steep a rooibos tea for, typically. So let's just dip this a couple more times, just to extract a little more flavor. I like my tea strong. Okay, now I'm gonna that aside over here because, like all loose leaf teas, you could steep it again for a little bit longer and get a bit more flavor out of it. Have another cup if you wanted. And I've got one little rooibos leaf just floating in here that I'm gonna skim off. Again, I think my infuser is maybe slightly too coarse for this tea. I've just got a cheapo one. It was like a dollar on eBay or something, but look at that. Look at that beautiful dark coppery color, and the smell is just delightful. It's like it's almost a bit honey-like, to be honest. It's quite sweet, and there's just a hint of honeyness about it. But you can smell a little bit of the cinnamon as well. And it's very, very warm. It's a very soothing smell. A wonderfully calming scent, which is exactly what I had hoped for. So, that's a good sign. Now I'm not putting anything in, no sugar, no milk. Not that you'd really do milk with this tea, but I guess someone might. I find like a milk with the citrus is a strange mix though. So anyway, just as is. Let's try it out. The moment of truth. It's also very hot, so I'm gonna have to sip it very carefully here. That's nice. Let's have another sip. So it smells much sweeter than it tastes, I'll say that much. It tastes very mellow, actually. Pardon my slurping. Hope I didn't melt my table here. I should have put down a coaster, that would have been smart. Oh well. Yeah, that's good. The rooibos provides a really pleasant, slightly earthy base to it. I don't want to say earthy, it's not really, it's maybe slightly nutty. I've seen it described that way, and maybe that's an okay descriptor. And the vanilla gives it a little bit of sweetness. The cinnamon adds a bit of depth to it, although it's not as strong as I would have maybe thought. I've had cinnamon in some other teas, and it became almost overbearing. Like I've had apple cinnamon teas, where the cinnamon is almost like those cinnamon hearts, you know, that you used to get at Valentine's Day. I don't know if you ever had those cinnamon hearts, but I never liked those at all. They were too much. But this isn't like that at all. It's a very subtle cinnamon flavor. And the orange is just perceptible. It's quite faint, and maybe that's because I didn't get a lot of orange in my scoop there. I got kind of one big chunk, but that was about it. But overall, it's a pretty complex flavor, I guess is what I would say. It's not strong, but there's a lot of subtlety to it, I guess. guess is how I would describe it. And it doesn't hit you over the head with any one flavor. I guess it's well balanced, is what I would say. And like I said, the scent initially is very, very sweet, and that's the vanilla and the cinnamon to some extent. But the actual flavor is much more balanced in practice. It is a very relaxing, good sipping tea. It's very mellow, which is exactly what I think we were aiming for. And so in that sense, I think this is a rousing success. Cheers to everybody who participated in the creation of this tea. And cheers to Wolfdor for making it come to life, bringing it to life. It's a very good wind down tea, and I think it would be fantastic for slowly sipping while listening to some Wandering in Skyrim or any other ASMR video for that matter. It's a very soothing flavor. I've heard some people say that they're not a big fan of rooibos tea, but I just find it so smooth and pleasant. I don't know, there's nothing unpleasant or offensive about it. It's just a very mellow base that pairs well with a lot of other flavors. And a couple of my favorite teas are rooibos based, and I think it's just perfect for an ASMR tea, if you will. I love that color. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's in shadow, but it's very rich. Lovely. Alright, well, I could sit here and drink the whole mug, and I will. But probably not on video, because you guys probably don't care to listen to me slurp away at the whole thing. But what I will say is that if you would like to pick up a bag of this tea that we've created together, our custom Skyrim-inspired blend of loose leaf tea, you can head over to Wolfdor's website. Is wolfdor.com, WOLFDOR.com. And if you are watching this video, then it is now available on sale there. And they also sell all kinds of other stuff there too. Mostly teas, although they're getting into some handcrafted decorations and things. There's like road signs, like the ones that you find in Skyrim, pointing the way to different cities. You can get one with Whiterun on it, or Winterhold, things like that. But in terms of their teas, they have all kinds of other Elder Scrolls-inspired teas as well. The skooma that I tried, they've also recently put out a sweet roll flavor, which I'd like to try. And honey brew mead flavor as well. So they're really going to town, and they're expanding their Elder Scrolls collection. I'm going to order one of each of them because I want to know what all those taste like as well. But we now have our very own place in that collection of teas with our LusTEA Argonian and our Essence of Elsewhere blend because people seemed quite excited about both. We wanted to give you the option, so I hope you have fun with that. Trying it out yourself, or you can always pick it up for a fan, you know, as a gift. An Elder Scrolls fan in your life, perhaps. I think a lot of people would get a real kick out of receiving some LusTEA Argonian tea. So that's something to consider as well. Also, for what it's worth, transparency's sake and all that, I don't get anything from the sales of these teas. This is all Wolfdor's thing, because it is all crafted and prepared and sent out by them. So this is their tea, but it's our tea in that we designed it. You know, we came up with the idea. We made it into we made the idea a reality. Wolfdor made the tea a reality. A reality, if you will. Alright, my friends. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the tea, our tea, as well. And I look very forward to having you all back here next time. Bye for now.